Hi everyone. Hey, the other day we did the number talks when we talked about the number 1. And I just wanted to review a little bit. This is exactly what we did up on the big whiteboard. I showed you what the number 1 looks in a 5 frame, okay? And I didn't give you a 5 frame, I gave you a 10 frame, but basically it's the same thing, right? If we have 1, we need 1, 2, 3, 4 more to make 5. We already have 1. There's 1 in there, and then there's 4 empty boxes. This shows you what 1 looks like with a little cube. This shows you what 1 looks like in your finger. This shows you how you spell the word 1, O-N-E. This is a tally mark. This is the number 1 on a dice. And this is number 1. The little girl is the only one in line. She's waiting at the door or the drinking fountain or wherever. So she's first. So this word here is hard to see, but that says first. Okay? So this is just a lot of things we'd be talking about over and over again when we do the number 1. So I want to do some more pages in the yellow folder. So if you get out your yellow folder, remember doing the watermelon the other day? Now, before I do that page, you have a 10 frame in your plastic bucket. It's a clear plastic one that I put all the math, toys, manipulatives. And then you guys got 20 of these, okay? So what I want you to do sometime, okay, probably before you do the paper, is just show me number 1. I'm gonna put it down here. I don't care if you put it on the red side or the yellow side. Now that's super, super easy because that's just 1. But, later on we're going to do more. Well, you can do 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. I even did a pattern when I did it, right? Yellow, red, yellow. So 5 on the top, and then we could keep going with our pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The top and the bottom are equal. There's 5 on the top and 5 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 all together. But they can mess around. You guys can fill that whole thing up if you want, but what I really want you to do is show me 1, right? All right, now we're gonna go ahead and do 2 more pages in this math packet. I think we can do 2 because they're easy. When they get harder, we may only be able to do 1. And then once we're done with this, we'll move on to the number 2. Probably next week. Now this one is super easy. This is a page that I usually send home for homework. So if you've had me before, you might recognize this paper, but our math was not ready to send home, so we kind of made our own little packets up, okay? And that's perfectly fine. It just says color 1, and I'm not gonna do it. You're gonna color 1 bear. If you want to, X out the other 2. I've got my pencil handy, so I'm using pencil. Crayon would be fine. Okay, color 1. Okay, I'm gonna circle 1 for now. You can color it. And the directions say color, doesn't say circle. Color 1 chicken, color 1 bead. Okay, now don't color them all. Sometimes when the kids do this for homework, they're not paying attention and they think it's a coloring page. It's not. This is a math page. We only color 1. And then of course they'll get harder because 1 is a super easy number. Now this one I like because we've already traced ones. So this time you trace, I trace, and then you make what? 1. I'm going to make 1 in each box, okay? And I want to try to make them about the same size. You don't make them teeny tiny because I can't see it like this over here. Don't make it teeny tiny, and don't make it big because it needs to fit in the box. Now, 1 is super easy. If mom or dad want to stamp that or put a star on it, if you do a good job, that's great. And then let's do this one too, okay? So we're going to name on the top. We have a little song that we do in kindergarten. It goes like this. Name at the top, name at the top. Always, always, always put your name at the top. Not really a song, it's more like a little sing-song rhyme, okay? So name at the top, I'm just gonna put Jenkins here, okay? And here we go, it says trace and write. So I'm gonna trace. Now, do you see how there's space here? Sometimes kids wanna do this. I feel like I need to get a little closer, don't I? So the kids can see that better. All right. So sometimes kids want to make 1,000 and they go boo, 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 boo. I don't care how many you make. I just want them nice and neat. I would rather have you just make a few and have them nice and neat than have you make 500 and they're not even straight, right? So do you notice how there's a little space in between? If you want, Okay, I gave everybody a stick. I really put that in there because when we start writing sentences, we use it, but this would be good. See how there's a space in between? If you put that there, you can actually just sort of draw. It's almost like a ruler, right? Okay, now I'm going to put it down. Now I'm only going to touch the top to the bottom. This is lined paper. We're not doing even our letters on the lines yet. We will be next week. This does have the dotted line, but for number 1, it doesn't really matter. We just have to touch the top line to the bottom line. Now don't go all the way down here. Sometimes I have kids that go, oh, make a 1, they want to go all the way here. No, there's a little space here. Then this is a whole separate thing. This down here is different. Now this is O-N-E, O-N-E. This is how you write the number 1. Okay, now I know not everybody's gonna, this might be hard. Parents, you might have to highlight. If your child hasn't done much writing, just highlight it and they can trace it. Okay, but if you can write it yourself. Try those are lowercase letters. See how my letters touch the dotted line in the bottom line? And then I tell you what, why don't you just write it 1 time? Just 1. We could write it again, but I think I'd rather you practice more ones. All right, don't you like that? Now this one says color a fish, only 1, only 1. How about we make a goldfish? Goldfish, it's not gold though, they're yellow, I mean orange, aren't they? So here, I'm gonna make a goldfish. You can color your fish whatever color you want. Fish come in all sorts of colors. How about, I might do a yellow and purple. Okay, only 1, only 1. And if you wanna X them out, so that you don't forget, sometimes that's a good idea because then you can go, okay, I don't want to forget, because sometimes kids are so excited to color that they just color away and then they forget. Okay, fill in the 10 frame. Now these are a little big for this 10 frame, right? They're a little too big, they don't fit. But we could draw one. So we're gonna draw one and we could color it red or yellow just like our counters that we took home. So these pages are fun. Right? Now down here, do you remember the other day on Seesaw, I put an activity where you had to find all the ones. You had to trace the 1 3 times, and then you had to circle all the ones. Well, you're going to do it here. I think pencil's best for this, parents. Okay, so most of this page is pencil, except for the little coloring here. Okay, here's a 1. Is that a 1? No, I found another one. No, I found another one. Okay, I'm not going to finish this because I don't want you just to look at my paper. I want you to do it yourself. Find all the ones and circle them. Okay, 2 pages is enough today, parents. Let's see if I have right now I don't have my smelly markers handy, but I have a pen that has red ink. And parents, if you want to, give your child a happy face or something, you can even write a nice note. Good job, great job, nice work, right? If you have stamps or stickers, that's a good way to keep the kids motivated. Okay, we did 2 pages. We're gonna save this one. Please don't do this one without me because we get to do something special. This is the hardest page. I saved this for last. Please don't do it without me, okay? All right, so remember we did this page. I didn't color because I was trying to save time. We did this page together, 2 pages. I wish these pages were numbered. But if you go back to the beginning, we'll just go over it just in case somebody missed. We already did these the other day. We did the watermelon page and we did the tracing page and we used rainbow numbers. And now we're doing just this little counting page and we're doing this page. Okay, so far this packet's almost done, isn't it? Okay, bye.